Think about it. Take your bag. Thank you, ma'am.
Eliab.
Who's next? Eliab. Now I have to say, and I'm going to say this on the record for everybody to hear this on the record. This, I said as I was doing this one, Eliab is going to touch me the most because, you know, I'm really sympathetic to this point because Eliab is just like me. All the rest of the children have middle names. Eliab only has one name. Just Eliab Israel is what we named him. And that was my name, Yishay Israel, just one name. I did that on purpose back then for a reason, but I didn't understand why I did it even more so today until now. I did that because I really loved Eliab so much back then, and I wanted him, once he incarnated, to know that you truly are my son. You are my son, Eliab. And when you check the scriptures back then, you were always with me. You was my firstborn. And that's why when they came for the king, I offered you first because you was my firstborn and I was so proud. But even Samuel looked at you and said, you got to be the one. You got to be the one. But Yahweh knew your heart, and back then your heart wasn't in it. So Yahweh said, yes, your stature is good, but your heart wasn't there. And that was sad to me because you was doing everything that I asked you to do. You was fighting for Israel. That's what you check back in the scriptures. You was fighting for Israel. So you was doing Yahweh's will back then. I didn't have no problems with you back then with running out and doing all types of crazy stuff. I didn't have no problems with Shamal back then, running and doing all types of crazy stuff. You know? But Yahweh chose David because David's heart was in it. So now Yahweh has allowed you to incarnate and come back. And I left a message for you because this is really, really serious. What's your scripture?
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 1.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 1. What does it say?
A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches and loving favor, rather than silver or gold.
Okay.
Silver and gold. That's
his scripture. What was my message to you?
Choose this day the chief name for yourself. Take it, master it.
Take it, master it.
Take it, master it, and understand it to be who you were, and are at this very moment.
And that's serious, Eliab. So what am I telling you? I'm telling you, change your name. You've been Eliab all this time. But that was just so that you can understand that you were brought back today and you are my son. And I am the same one that was back then with you. Doing everything with you then, and I'm here with you right now. But I want you to do it different this time. I want your heart to be in it. I don't want just your stature to be in it. I want your heart to be in it so that when Yahweh comes and wants the king, he can look at you and say, yes, this is the one now. This is who I can use to be a king. Because not only is it in his stature, it's in his heart now. So choose a name, the most powerful name. And I don't want to say, I already know Yahweh is the most powerful name on the planet, and you can have that. That's the name you can choose. But pick your name, even if you say it's Yahweh Eliab, or Yahweh Ben Yahweh Ben Yahweh, however you choose, whatever. Think on that. Really think on what it said to you. After this day is gone and time has passed, really just keep thinking about it. Keep thinking about it and make sure you do it right. Because when you finally pick that right name for you, it's going to mean so much to you. And you're going to feel that you want everybody to respect you and call you that name. And I'll be right there respecting you to call you that name. You may even call yourself a name and then you may change it. You keep going through metamorphosis. It happens like that. That's why Yahweh ben Yahweh ended up being this name, and then he became Moshe, Ak Moshe, and then he ended up becoming Yahweh ben Yahweh. Okay? So praise Yahweh, take your bag, and hope you enjoy it.
Saruya.
Saruya. Praise Yahweh.